Hey guys, just a quick intro here. So sitting on the couch here at the house, if you hear some crack-a-lacking, it's the dog chewing on a bone sitting on the couch next to me. This is kind of what we do at night. I edit videos and he chews on a bone. But anyway, getting back to the video. We were out on that big underbrushing job where I had the skid steer with the TMC Kinsella TWFL head out there for like 2.5 days. And then we went back recently, and I had the pre-noth mulcher out there for about a day, clearing out for the septic site. We did the house site first, and then we did the septic. I lost that first day's worth of footage, which was like 4 or 5 hours, and was going through my truck the other day and found that little SD card hidden in my truck and said, "What's on this?" I said, "I wonder if that's that lost footage that I had of that first day out there on that job a couple months ago." And lo and behold, it was. So I thought, hey, this is some really good footage. I don't have any in-cab footage. I deleted it because I thought I'd lost this footage, but because that was on a separate SD card because it's on a separate GoPro. But this is some really good time-lapse footage and some basically footage from the tripod of that TWFL just ripping up and chewing up some really big hardwoods, a lot of big poplars. We took down a lot of big poplars and pines on that job. So really, really good footage. So I wanted to kind of throw this video. I know it's a couple months late, but it should make for a good video with a lot of good time lapse on it. So didn't want that to go to waste. So please enjoy the content and the video. And I got more stuff coming up, a lot with the mini. Skid steer is still being worked on right now with the alternator and a code that it threw. So hopefully we'll be getting that back soon. Fingers crossed. But lots of stuff coming up with the Mini in the meantime, so stay tuned for that and enjoy the video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Welcome to another glorious Monday in the world of mulching. We are in the middle of a pine and hardwood forest, a pretty mature forest too. There's some pretty big trees in here, a lot of big hardwoods, a lot of big poplars. You don't really see a whole lot around here, but this is one of the rare spots that's got a bunch of them. So we're going to be in here basically underbrushing and mulching about 1.5 acres. So I got both machines here with me this morning. I just unloaded the excavator. So let's take a quick look at what we got and then we'll get started. All right, got the skid steer dropped off. I dropped it off on Friday, I think. Yeah, Friday. Got it dropped off, and I was going to get the excavator. I was trying to get it on Sunday, but I had family stuff come up. I got a bunch of family in town, so I was going to get it early this morning, but we had some hellacious thunderstorms come through this morning, and so we're going to get about probably 4 or 5 hours in here today. It's about 11:30 right now. So basically we got this forest in here, and kind of see the owners coming here, cleared up a little bit, made this little circle in here. Where that tree line is back there, we're just going to kind of make a square here and just clean this up. There's a cow pasture over there, and then there's a fire line that the forestry people cut on the far side of the property there and on the back. We're basically going to leave a little, basically going to kind of go to that fire line because it is there's a buffer on the other side of it, and they want to keep a buffer there. So, and then we're going to come off about 20 feet off that cow pasture over there on that side. So that's what we got. My mandate in here from the owners is within that section that we're taking down, if there's any tree I can get down, take it down. Obviously I'm not going to be, with the machine, I'm not going to be taking down pines like that, but like these poplars right here, those two, I think we can get them down. They're tall, they're not massive, and some of those other taller ones in there, we're going to try to get those down. So just anything I can get down on the ground, like that one there, maybe we'll try to get it down. It's whatever I can get. And the birds are chirping in here. So that's what we got to do. We're also going to maybe widen up the driveway through there just a little bit, take what I can get off the driveway. There's not going to be much, but we'll get some. We'll grind up this pile here. So I'm going to hop in the skid steer. We're going to let her warm up for a minute, and then we're going to get started. I just don't know where we're going to get started yet. I'm not quite sure. I may start working around this circle and just kind of opening this up, give me some room to work. Maybe just start with there. Okay, that didn't take too long to get that little area right there cleaned up. Now I got a little bit of space to park the equipment, a little bit of working central point to kind of work here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start, so this tree line, kind of where this line starts right here, where I got the, let me take this off. Let me take this off the tripod. You can kind of see where that big pine is right there. There's like a line of trees. There's like a little circle here. I'll clean the rest of this up. But I'm gonna start on this side, and basically from that line there, I'm gonna make this a corner here is what they want for the most part. And I'm just gonna cut a block. And I'm gonna start working that way. Turn this into a block right here. I found the easiest way to kind of clear this kind of stuff like this is just work it in blocks. You go forward, knock the stuff down, and then try to basically, some of these bigger trees make this a little difficult, but you know, kind of process it on your way back and then work the next one and kind of just go like that as best you can. Now I may have to turn around and come back and get some of the stuff on the other side of the trees, but I'm gonna try to knock some of this stuff down what I can. So let's get started. done for the day. I'm really liking the production so far. We've probably got, I don't know, somewhere between 1/4 and a half acre done. I'd say it's closer to a half. All that's pretty much done in there. I got that red maples hung up in some vines right there. I gotta snatch it out, but I was thinking about just keeping pushing forward, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go and clean up this back line back here to that fire break, and where the dozer pushed those trees up right there. So I basically cleaned that all that up to where the trees were pushed up by the dozer when it came through back there. But all that's pretty much done through there. Not much else to get that I can get with the machine. I might take that water oak right there out. It's a short, stubby little thing. I can't really see, like, you really have to kind of like crane your head up like that to be able to see through the windshield to see what trees you want to take. Like at the bottom, that looks like a good tree, but then you get out and look and like, oh, it's just a little stubby thing. But outside of that, the rest of those look pretty good. There's some gargantuan pine trees and poplar trees in here. Nothing we're taking out would be considered a timber tree. Even some of the bigger trees that I've taken down, none of those would be timber trees. Even the poplars, like those size poplars, they're not really timber trees yet. Now that would be a timber poplar right there, but I'm not touching any of those. So most of the stuff's just smaller underbrushy trees. Some pine, some small pine, like that pine, it might be a slash pine at the paper mill, but that ain't no timber pine. So that's what we got, and that's what we're doing. So we'll start here again tomorrow, just kind of push our way back to that fire line goes around like that, so we'll just keep pushing, and I'm hopeful to get all of that. So that doesn't go back too far back there. We don't really have too far to go, I don't think, to get to that fire line. No, it's maybe 50 feet. It's not far. So I'm hoping to get most of this done tomorrow. That's my goal. I've got the mini just in case I, to get stuff like that out or hung up, or any of these big trees get caught up in other trees, I can push them out, or snag them out. But I don't think we're going to be using the mini much in here, other than just maybe needing a bucket on a few spots. But I could not be more happy with this TMC Kinsella. This TWFL 180 is just a, man, she cuts. She really cuts. And I figured out why this one throws so much, because basically, as far as how the rotor is right here along this lip, it's no different than the TWF with the door. If the door is up, there's no difference. But this one throws more, and I couldn't figure it out why. And I finally figured it out on that other job, and I'll get into the nuts and bolts of that. When you're sitting in that machine, it gets monotonous sometimes. You start thinking, and I figured out why. So tomorrow I'll get here. I'm gonna put some fuel in the machine right now, go and fill it up, and then in the morning I'll come with the grinder and we'll just touch these teeth up. Most of them aren't too bad. We'll touch them up, give them a nice little edge, and they'll be nice and sharp for tomorrow to tackle the rest of these hardwoods. But I am really happy with the production in here for 4 hours. Just a half a day in here, that's pretty good. So let's put some fuel in this thing, and I'll be out of here for today. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Check you on the next one. Bye, everybody.